The following is a presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, the Money Masters. And now, your Money Masters, Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you being with us. Market-wise out here, folks, what we got happening at the Dow up 57, Nasdaq's up 9, S&Ps are up 5, gold is up 16 bucks. We have silver up 93 cents. The bond is down 6, and the dollar's up 26 ticks. And we have option expiration happening. Little volatility.
Absolutely.
Coming into the swing points.
Absolutely. Yeah, today's an important day.
You know,
we released a bunch of information.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. And, you know, what you have, of course, over in Europe, folks, is that it's pretty amazing watching how...
Green everywhere.
Yeah, and watching how they make, like, you know, things are going to be fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
and
for sure.
The bottom line is that you got a decent bounce going in the DAX.
Yeah, we do.
But it looks like it's just about getting out of breath. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. It's you know, actually, you know, the cool thing is that, you know, you do want to be aware of what they're pushing out there in the media.
That's right.
Because we use that to our advantage.
Exactly.
You know, we want them to actually be pushing the fact that everything is going to be cool. Okay?
We do.
Because
I know.
Because we're watching the real world in front of us. That's what we want you to watch.
That's right.
But since we don't have that voice to help push us so that we can sell the market,
and you don't have to.
We need them to actually do that. So that's why sometimes there's clients that will call in and they'll be frustrated over, you know, how can somebody be pushing this?
Yes.
I like to step right back and say, now wait a minute here. I couldn't actually orchestrate it any better.
No,
I couldn't pay for people to be out there pushing that.
Totally.
You know, and so better to get your head wrapped around that that's actually what you do want.
Exactly.
Right?
No,
you know?
big time.
Yeah.
It's huge, folks. What Steve's talking about is absolutely huge because that is not only how the markets move both ways.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's really cool because, you know, now what we're talking about now, of course, is pushing up. What is really just as cool, which is just unbelievable, and this is what you can get out of it, when the markets crater, right? What you get then is that then you get all these people that have been telling you to buy forever, then they're sitting there and they're shaking in their boots.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
that is just as cool because what ends up happening is they just actually don't understand how markets go.
Yeah.
That's what it really comes down to. And when I say that, it doesn't mean that you know, you're right or wrong all the time. You need the money management, but there are absolutely plenty of folks that flat out just say, no, we want your money. We're going to make the 2% on your money, and that's the end of the story.
Look, here's the scary thing when you think about it. You know, this is the time of the year when money starts coming back into the marketplace.
Yes.
Right? Because you've got your pension funds that start, you know, things have to start being funded.
Right.
You know, right around now. So when you take a look at the perfect storm, folks, it gets a little scary, especially, you know, it's your 401k money, and when it's not self-managed funds.
That's right.
Okay, and you're checking a box. Be really careful right now. Make sure you're listening in on the show, and make sure that you're able to check the other box, the cash box, you know, at some point in time here in the not too distant future, because money is coming back to work, and so you could see a pretty significant loss of wealth.
Well, you know what is pretty cool, and folks, you know, depending, you know, how long you've been in the investment business, you know, Goldman Sachs, okay, has one of the best reputations for basically trading out there, okay?
Sure.
And then, you know, of course, you have the fight that has been out here for a long time, meaning quant trading, meaning computer trading.
I know where you're going.
Okay? Yeah. The whole ball of wax, right?
Yeah.
Well, the bottom line, folks, is that if you hadn't seen this yet, and that Goldman Sachs, okay, bottom line, is closing their largest fund.
Yeah.
Now, folks, the way this works is that they don't close the fund basically, you know, if they're making money. This fund blew up. Okay, it's a quant fund, had $11 billion, lost 40%, and, you know, all 3 months.
Yeah.
Okay, blew their brains out. Haven't come back. That's it. Game over.
And what's so great about just understanding that is really the power of our minds, your mind, our mind.
Absolutely.
And being able to be here in front of the screens. Because sometimes people think that, that the advantage is on the computer side.
Right.
It's not.
It's not even close.
The advantages are the non-random patterns that exist in not all markets, but in many of the markets and many of the stocks that we trade, and understanding those patterns and how you take advantage of them.
That's right.
And how you put that money. And that's actually the coolest thing about knowing that Goldman Sachs,
it is.
our premier group is out there, because it really just reinforces the importance of what it is that we do.
Right. And the way it works on a Now picture this on a fundamental and a marketing basis, folks. What they do is this. They never can, on a hedge fund basis, they'd have to make up the losses before they can make any money. Okay, so the bottom line is that the easiest way for them to do that is to shut the whole deal down. Now, you will see, give them another 4 or 5 months, they'll open another fund.
Yeah.
Meaning they have plenty of funds. This happened to be their largest fund.
Right.
Okay. But it is amazing, man.
I saw that this morning at about 5:30 or so, and I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Only because it just continues to reinforce what it is that
we do.
That you do, what's in your books, what's in Larry's books.
Right.
What Basil and I, David, are helping to teach folks out there. It's just all the power's right here.
No, it is. It absolutely is.
It's in your computer, your laptop, your desktop.
Yeah. Yesterday morning, I was having breakfast with one of my friends, and what blew my mind, folks, is this. Okay, so we went, and I never eat breakfast, actually.
Yeah.
I have a cup of coffee. But I go into the, little breakfast place, right?
Yeah.
And there was only there was about 5 people in there, right? And 3 of the people were on computers. One was on a tablet,
absolutely.
right?
Yeah,
and the other one, 2 were on their little cell phones, right?
Yeah.
And I cracked up, man. I says, look at this, right? And it's so cool because technology-wise, one guy, this is what he was doing. The fall was coming, right? And I think he was a farmer, okay? And he was talking to his buddy.
Yeah.
And they were talking about apple seeds, right? And they were going up and they were looking for really good apple seeds, right?
Really? Oh.
Yeah. And I cracked up. I says, man, look at how technology is changing everything.
Yeah.
So they're eating breakfast, right?
Yeah.
And we're talking about guys my age. I mean, this is not young kids.
Right.
And he's got his phone.
Like you're a young kid.
Yeah, totally. and he's saying to his partner, he said, hey man, he says, look, we got to figure out, is this seed going to be better than this seed? And I says, man, this is so cool.
Yeah.
And they were, I don't know if they had a program, they were pulling up different seeds, and they were getting on the plane. They were getting on the plane heading up north,
For sure.
And what's interesting about that is that I know, the whole Monsanto deal is that they don't, the way Monsanto works, folks, is that on a continual basis, what they've been doing is taking away, as many seeds as they can get. They don't want people to have seeds. Because that's how you control the food.
Yeah.
And that's what they do. Folks, this is a heavy scene, what they've done.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, I know from being up in Maine is that there used to be like about 160 or 170 different kinds of apples. And now you're only down to about 7 or 8,
Yeah,
so
for sure.
little by little it's getting there. And I cracked up when I looked at hearing them. And I guess maybe I'm using the wrong term. Farmers or growers. I don't know. I thought it was the same thing. That's some being in the city.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Yeah.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. But when you think it is what what you're describing. When you think about the smart decision making of Starbucks, what's it? Schultz, Howard?
Yes,
Howard? Okay.
Schultz, yeah.
Okay. When you think about it, as he was growing the coffee business, if you will, and one of the smartest things that he did was to turn Starbucks into a social place.
Oh yeah, big time.
By being able to have free Wi-Fi.
Right.
Okay, inside.
Right.
Now you're going back years ago.
Oh, big time.
Okay, when he first did it.
That's right.
It created a competitive edge. You couldn't go into McDonald's and get coffee or Dunkin' Donuts and get coffee.
Right.
And still be connected.
Hang all day. Yeah.
So for those guys, the Panera Breads, they saw the importance of creating that social.
That's right.
Network.
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
And that was even before we had social networks.
Right.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. And it is amazing what they put together. And I buy every day morning $5 cup of coffee.
Yeah. Which, hey, folks, you can my newsletter's less. than your cup of coffee.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. So,
That is amazing, absolutely. No doubt.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you a question. So you got options expiration today, okay? And if you take a look at, for example, I just happen to have the Qs, a 10-minute up on the Q.
Yes.
You know, we had huge volume, but not wide price spread come in at 940. So what's your take when you see something like that take place? And do you at all, do you differentiate that type of volume coming in there again with no wide price spread to speak of?
No, I do.
Yeah.
I do.
So help us understand how you take a look at that.
What we had, and you're going to get a combination here, folks, of what happened yesterday at approximately it was about 2:40, and this morning.
Okay.
Okay. So what you had yesterday happen is this. You got to remember something, folks. I love 10-minute charts, and that's what I look at, and and what ends up happening is that we can be talking, I can be glancing, because we can do this for so long.
Yeah,
okay?
For sure.
Well, what ended up happening there is that you had a huge buyer come in the marketplace, right?
Yeah.
And then simultaneously, folks, the exact same time, right? Boom! You had a seller, a monster. So you had two monsters fighting it out.
Okay.
So the buyer came in, right? Should have jammed the market. And it should have went big time, right?
Yeah.
And someone came on the other side and just whacked them.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, that tells you two different things. Number one, it should have had the wide price spread.
Which it didn't. Right.
And it didn't.
Absolutely
that
did not.
tells you, now right when you see that tells you that someone is a monster out there and they're selling into this market.
Okay.
So that's yesterday. So now we get into today.
Yeah.
So we start looking at today. We say, okay, now we know that someone's out there and they're selling very big.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So we're at 30 million shares. Well, the 30 million is going to overtake yesterday and the day before.
But you're dealing one trade with 16 million in a 10-minute time frame. So half the volume was banged.
You got it. So what you're going to be looking for is the next. I mean, this might be it right here. Okay, you're looking for 56.47. As soon as you're under 56.47, what you'd be looking for is
somebody to come back in and support it?
No.
Either. Okay.
No, they'll whack it the other way.
Oh, okay.
What I'm looking for is this. I'm looking for that seller from yesterday.
Yeah.
When it gets under this. So right now she's probably loaded up in a huge way with millions shot. Right?
Yeah.
And what you'll see happen is that once it gets under 56.47, they'll understand that they can get it going, and they'll hit it again.
Yeah.
And they'll hit it down. So you're looking for the next spike down. You get that next spike down, folks. That would say that the seller just overtook the buyer. So the war is still on.
Yeah.
The war is still on.
Cool.
And you get that, and it's all over. You get that, it's all over, because whoever that is, bottom line, big dollars.
Yeah. Cool.
It's crazy, isn't it? You stay right there, folks. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We get the Dow up 81, Nasdaq's up 16, S&Ps are up 7. We're going to be right back.
X-Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than $250 million in bullion annually, beginning in 2013, at a cash cost of less than $200 for each ounce of gold produced. That forecast will make X-Story one of the highest margin operators in South America and a sector leader in the mining industry. X-Story has $50 million in its treasury, having spent over $60 million to date on drilling and engineering. The ultimate size of its Argentina discovery could be determined by year-end, as results from the 6 drills operating at the site are fully assessed. To find out more about X-Story Gold Mines and their exciting growth potential, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex under the symbol XG.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today. Click Investments and Newsletters and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
Is the fast-moving investment world challenging the way you think about managing risk and return? You don't have to go it alone. Directions Alternative Strategy Funds feature built-in tactical management to help you find clarity for the path ahead. Direction Funds. I'm with X. To learn more about Directions Alternative Strategy Funds, please visit TFNN.com and click on the Direction Funds banner or call 877-434-9363. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Funds carefully before investing. The prospectus contains this and other information about Direction Funds. The prospectus should be read carefully before investing. To obtain a prospectus, go to directionfunds.com. Investing in index funds may be more volatile than investing in broadly diversified funds. The use of leverage by a mutual fund increases the risk to the fund. The more a fund invests in leverage instruments, the more leverage will magnify gains or losses on those investments. Distributed by Rafferty Capital Markets, LLC. Are you looking for some extra cash to help pay off some of your bills? Let Tiger Metal Exchange convert your unwanted jewelry to cash. We pay out 80% of the market price for gold. Our payouts are the highest in the industry, more than double our largest competitors. And we've created the safest, easiest, and most straightforward process for converting your jewelry to cash. Log on to TigerMetalExchange.com and get your free scale, your free eye loop, and get the cash you deserve now. We provide a free online calculator that converts your jewelry to cash at up-to-the-minute spot prices. We insure your items for up to $75,000 per shipment free of charge. We videotape the entire valuation process so that you can view it online. You can call us toll-free at 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. Let Tiger Metal Exchange put more cash in your pocket without ever leaving the comfort of your home. Join the list of thousands of satisfied customers and go to TigerMetalExchange.com. It's the only click you need to make.
TFNN introduces Tiger TV. Tiger TV brings you video content to help you succeed in the financial markets and beyond. Investors and traders can get in-depth information, news, commentary, and education for investing and trading equities, options, commodities, forex, futures, and more. Just go to TFNN.com and click Tiger TV and select your favorite channel from the carousel on the left. Grab a popcorn and get ready for Tiger TV, a great new service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Great Panther Silver. For more information, just click the Great Panther Silver banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We get the Dow right now at 59, Nasdaq up 11, S&P's up 5. And so check this out, Steve. Okay. You know, folks, the bottom line is that you hear on a continual basis that no one knew what was going on, meaning the financial debacle, the whole deal on the way down, right? Well, so...
You kidding me?
So Bloomberg, this is just coming across. Bloomberg just did, I mean, they have so much information, I'm saying. So,
yeah.
So they have just come out with this short study. And this is what it is, okay? That as of right now,
yes.
And this is taken into account that the banks are not even marking, these things real. Okay?
Right,
but
that's right.
As of right now, the banks have lost $65 billion.
That they've written up.
Five banks.
Okay.
Okay. And this is just on the mortgages. Okay. And this is from 2007. Now the one thing in here which I'm really digging is this. Now when Neil Bosky, was the Inspector General,
yeah.
He didn't come out with this, but this is his statement today. Listen to this statement, folks, okay? And this is the sad part is no one's going to jail about this. This is his statement. You're not talking about improperly stapling two documents together. You're talking about systematic fraud in the system.
Yeah.
It's disgusting, man.
No,
I mean, it's absolutely disgusting. So, when he's saying flat out, folks, okay, these banks are claiming that, hey, no, this was a mistake. It absolutely was fraud.
Yeah.
And
I know I saw, I don't know whether it was 60 Minutes or some other, news show. I don't watch too many of them, so I'm guessing it was probably 60 Minutes.
Okay.
They interviewed, the workers, the folks that were actually in there, following the direction of, their supervisors. And that's basically what they were saying.
Right.
look, all they wanted to do was just get that stuff bundled up there and push that out.
Right.
That momentum machine was going. Everybody was making money, having fun, getting people to believe that you could buy a house one day,
right,
and 5 days later, make $100,000 and flip it.
I know. That's pretty intense.
That
really is.
It was, and then you'd get mortgage companies that would be, there has to be a bunch of folks that could raise their hand right now that received mortgage package applications, from Bank of America or someone.
Right.
Well, all you had to do to get your new interest rate and refinance was just sign some papers and send it back in.
I know.
Which was, you talk about
and then
really getting away from
and folks,
reality.
If you're younger out there, folks, please don't get caught in this trap that you get free money and then you go do something else. What you want to do is this: save money, pay for what you want, okay? And it might take a little bit longer, but trust us on this, okay? You'll have a blast. Because what ends up happening is that if you do that, even when things are bad, what happens is that you're not going to sell your assets because you have them. So check this out. And what you want to do, you buy what you want. When Tommy was young, right?
Yeah.
We're on the water a lot, right? So I want to get him a Boston whaler.
Yeah.
And I knew when I was getting the whale. Whales are expensive, but I knew when I was getting it. I says, you know what? I'm going to have this for my grandkids, okay?
Yeah.
Bottom line, we still have the whaler.
Yeah.
It's insane,
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
It's a great boat, flies.
Yeah.
And that's because, though, it was paid for.
Yeah.
You can't have toys. The bottom line, you mortgage, we all have mortgages, but don't buy toys on credit. That's insane, because there's enough expenses with them. Never mind, paying for them on credit. It's not where it's at.
But what we think about, I know at one point in time I shared, if you take a look at, the majority of people, I don't know if it's like 65% of the folks think that their best days, are behind them, which is just insane to believe that. Because we know that's not the case.
Right.
Also, if you take a look at, look, we're all concerned about our kids.
Right.
But they're really, when you think about it, if your child can find a job, and there's jobs out there, you just have to be willing to work.
That's
and
right.
do what other people won't do. And if they've got the right spending in place here, there's no better time for them to be able to get into a home, a starter home.
That's right.
You've got you've got some nice fixed interest rates. You've got housing that's come back and pulled back. It's actually, I always like to look at things differently, and especially the way that everything, when everybody starts jumping on board and pushing another way.
Right.
I know there's more to be made by thinking the opposite of that.
There is. Well, there absolutely is, and it's easier. It's much easier. There's no doubt about it. And the housing aspect is a huge deal because then there's responsibility.
Yeah.
Then you want more. And there's nothing like, I remember the first house that I bought, and we were in Boston, of course, right? And I remember, going down the cellar, and it's all grubby down the cellar and everything, right? Folks, the cellars in Boston are terrible. I just loved it. I was looking around, it smelled. But I loved it. I was touching the walls. I said, oh, this is mine, man. Do you know what I mean? Isn't it crazy?
Yeah.
It really is.
That's cool.
This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Now, you stay right there, folks. We are coming right back.
Hi folks, this is Tom O'Brien. If you want to get great trade setups in equity as well as the option market, come over to TFNN.com and test drive my daily newsletter, Market Insights, for 2 weeks absolutely free. Each trade setup comes with a profit projection as well as stop placement. Included in Market Insights is a Twitter alert service. This allows you to take advantage of intraday setups. Volatility is back in the markets. What does that mean to you? To me, it spells short-term opportunity each and every day. The days of trending up on lighter volume are gone. We have come off the highs with volume across the globe. Don't get caught in a complacency trap. Many of the indices have given back 2 months of trading in 1 week. We have a trader's market. You can take advantage of this trader's market by test driving my daily newsletter, Market Insights, free for 2 weeks. Market Insights will give you the edge you're looking for in the markets. Go to TFNN.com, under newsletter, hit the Market Insight tab for your 2-week free test drive right here, right now.
Tom O'Brien's weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, gives traders, investors, and money managers a thorough strategy for trading the gold market. If you're an investor in gold or any of the gold mining equities, this newsletter is an essential tool that can help you become a better trader in the gold market. The Gold Report comes out every Monday with complete coverage of the entire gold market, including the XAU, HUI, the dollar, the bond, the rand, more than 40 different mining equities, as well as some of the most popular precious metal ETFs, including the GDX and the SLV. For as low as $75 per month, you can gain access to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report that will help you take advantage of investment opportunities at the current historic gold price levels. To order your Gold Report today with a free 30-day trial subscription, log on to tfnn.com or call our office directly at 877-518-9190.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes a carefully selected portfolio can lower your volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angelo O'Brien, financial advisor and certified financial planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
Would you like to discover the next great tech stock? David White, TFNN's technology guru, has just launched his new newsletter, The Technology Insider. In his newsletter, David will be looking for those shining stars that may turn into the next Apple, Microsoft, or Cisco. David combines his technology background as a software programmer with his market skills as a successful professional trader to give you this unique newsletter. We're on the verge of the next great tech run. With the Technology Insider, you'll be in front of the run-up and not lagging behind. David is developing a long-term investment portfolio, therefore we're only offering the Technology Insider as an annual subscription with a remarkable price of only $395. That's right, for a little over $1 a day, you'll receive the fundamental technology wisdom and technical trading skills of the Technology Insider David White. What are you waiting for? Go to the front of TFNN.com, click on the link on the front page, sign up for your 2-week free trial, and become a Technology Insider today.
This segment is brought to you by Great Panther Silver. For more information, just click the Great Panther Silver banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Man, I mean, absolutely huge. Welcome back, folks. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We get the Dow right now up 32, NASDAQ up 6, S&Ps are up 1.5, and you get the small caps, they just went negative. And, you know, folks, we've been talking about the battle that's going on in the Qs. If you want to see something that, you know, Steve and I were just talking about, it's pretty cool. So you have, what we're speculating is that you have two monsters out here fighting it out. And what we're speculating is that they couldn't break the Qs yet. So the monster decided, okay, I'm going to try to break the small caps first.
I'm going to take the weaker one.
I'm going to take the weaker one.
Okay, can't break the strong guy.
That's right. You know, and, you know, the last 10-minute bar, they fired off 3 million shares. Now, all they're going to need is one more, basically, swing, you know, push down. And what you'll end up seeing is more selling. You know, right now, they haven't been able to break the Qs at all, though. I mean, at all, either. You know, the Qs, they have to come in with a lot more volume in order to break that first bar of the day.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be wild watching this play out. Let's go to Brian in Massachusetts. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Good morning, guys. How you doing today?
We're doing great, man. It's a Friday. It's a TGIF Friday.
It is.
TGIF Friday, Tom, and a huge game Sunday with the Patriots with the Chargers coming to Foxborough.
Oh, that's going to be awesome, man. You know, man, the Red Sox better get off the butt, man. I am losing my butt. I have a bet between one of my buddies for the Red Sox and Tampa Bay, and I lost last year. It cost me a fortune. This year, Well, we'll see what happens. I don't have.
We got Beckett going tonight, Tom. We need him to come through, boy. I hear you.
He better come through, man.
Hey, guys, I'm looking at the shorting the IYR, and if you put it up on a 6-month daily chart, we got a really nice bear wedge going on, and we're coming up to the top of the channel, right around 57.75. I was wondering what you think about possibly doing SRS or DRV when it hits that point.
Let's take a look. So the IYR, folks, is the Dow Jones Real Estate Index. The low is $49, the high 63. And the SRS, of course, is the double inverse of the IYR. The DRV is the direction triple. Yeah, I like the trade. I mean, you know, this little baby, you're at 56, it wants to at least go test 52.55. Let me just go look at SPG, because SPG, which is Simon's, folks, okay, is the biggest weighting inside this whole structure. And look at that. That's pretty amazing. So what you have with Simon's is this. She got over the swing point today of 119.99. She has 700,000 shares. She's going into 3 million. What I would do is this, Brian. I'd wait a little bit longer. The reason being, this is kind of interesting, actually, is that it looks like she's still going to come in with almost 2 million shares.
Yeah, and she wants to get up that July 26th swing point.
Right, and if she comes in with 2 million shares, even if she gives it up in price, it's going to be like, okay, man, she's going to try to get up there again.
So I'm looking at Simon. You think it's going to hit the top of that level, up around 124?
I don't think she can get that high, but, you know, like, if she didn't have the volume right now, the shot would be right here. The problem is that, you know, we're only an hour and a half into the market, and she's got 774,000 shares, and she's only going into a couple million. So it's like, that is a setup that, yeah, she can get up there and tag that top again.
Yeah, it looks like the trade's setting up, but boy, that's August 9th there. That volume, that's screaming it wants to go back and touch that again.
It's a beautiful thing. Yes, it is. There's no doubt about that. And what this is all about, no doubt, is, if you remember, the acceleration in all the REIT structures went up dramatically when good old Ben Bernanke came out and said, well, you know, the bottom line is that we're going to keep interest rates low until 2013. That took them off in a big way.
Right.
Cooking, brother.
Thanks, guys.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. We have the Dow right now up 27, NASDAQ up 5, S&P's flat. Look for that red. We're going to be right back.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the markets and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today. Click Investments Newsletters and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
Studies show that 10,000 hours is what it takes to achieve outstanding results, unless you use the power of leverage. The power of leverage, folks, is key to attaining outstanding success in your trading and investing. I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of the Money Masters with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN.com, and author of Mastering Probability, a daily trading and investment newsletter. Let me take your trading to a new level, a whole new level. Let me teach you the secrets that the real Money Masters use each and every day to produce consistent financial results. On top of that, I'll transform your life in ways you never thought imaginable. You'll overcome hurdles like an Olympian. Here's the beauty. I'm so certain that I'll transform your life. I'm giving you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Time, folks. Something you'll never get back. The time is now to take action. Go to the homepage of TFNN.com and order Mastering Probability. It'll change your life forever. At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650. I should get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, good.
And very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we weighted at was less than you guys said, so, you know, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
TFNN introduces Tiger TV. Tiger TV brings you video content to help you succeed in the financial markets and beyond. Investors and traders can get in-depth information, news, commentary, and education for investing and trading equities, options, commodities, forex, futures, and more. Just go to TFNN.com and click Tiger TV and select your favorite channel from the carousel on the left. Grab a popcorn and get ready for Tiger TV, a great new service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow up 35 right now. Nasdaq's up 8. S&Ps are up 2. You get the small caps flat. We get gold up 13. Platinum, you know what's interesting here is that, you know, when you look at it, folks, platinum and gold are at the same price.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing, folks, because platinum is so much harder to find, so much harder to mine.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild, you know. And I can tell you, trade-wise, the trade is if you have gold, I'd swap gold out for platinum in about a heartbeat. The reason being is that, you know, you get $150 down on platinum, but you get $1,000 up.
Yeah.
You know, I just think it's a better trade. So it's kind of interesting how that shakes out, man.
But today is really a critical day. I mean, you know, because what we look for, folks, is we really look for information at swing points.
Right.
So you're not always at them, and you don't always have the type of synergy that we've got. You know, we've got the three primary indexes: the SPYs, the small caps, and the diamonds, all attacking the swing point. The Qs got over it. You know, so the Qs got over it, and the Qs said, "Hey, we're going to go make an ABC up."
Right.
But the other three indexes are saying, well, maybe not so fast. Although, I mean, there's volume in there.
No.
There's volume in there, but it's really going to be interesting to watch how this plays out the rest of the day here.
No, there's no doubt. And the composite, the NASDAQ composite is failing.
Yeah.
And that, folks, is a huge deal because the composite in itself drags everything up. If we look inside the NDX 100, what you have right now, so we got Yahoo pushing it up, Ross Stores, Warner Chilcott, Mylan Pharmaceutical, they're pushing it up. Bringing it down is Research in Motion, Netflix, First Solar, and I want to go see, let's go see what good old RIM is doing. That was getting toasted last night. That's Research in Motion, and you know, she's down $5, $5.77. She hit today $22.52. The low that's out there is $22.50, $21.60. Now, what you're doing here, folks, is this: do not touch this equity, man. You're coming into that swing low, and it already has 49 million shares versus 39. This company's over, man. You know,
pretty amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. It is absolutely amazing. I heard one of the guys on CNBC this morning, Gary, I forget his last name, but you know, he was absolutely right. What he was talking about is that they had such a defensible position. What their defensible position was for years, folks, was this: is that they had secure email on an enterprise level. So for the corporations, the IT department wouldn't look at changing the phone. And the bottom line is that they thought that would go forever.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, you know, it got broken. And once that's broken, and it's done now. It's all over now. And I guess, you know, it's not only over, But the thing that you have to really wrap your head around is that they may be over as a company.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, period.
Which is amazing.
Period. I mean, because once you get a phone that, basically, phones aren't phones anymore. That's what it really comes down to.
No, they're not. No, not even close.
No.
Beam
me up, Scotty.
Absolutely.
Beam me up. Let's go.
I mean, come on, you're using your phone to listen to your music.
Totally.
Watch, take a look at surf the web.
Watch Steve and I on TV.
Absolutely. You
got it.
Get directions from here to there.
Right. Oh, listen
everything.
to this. Hey, listen to this, folks. This is amazing. Okay, we're gonna actually have an ad that's running for Dish Networks. It's gonna be up this afternoon. And we may have a banner on the site. I'm not sure, but we're gonna have it up. But so check this out. They have a deal right now that if you get Dish, number one, you get HD forever and you get all this stuff. But they're putting Google TV with it for free.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
now,
cool.
what's really cool, folks, is this. For us, what's really cool is this. Is that expansion in market is going to be unbelievable.
Absolutely.
And you can
question.
you can see what the difference is with Dish is that because they're a distribution network, they're not worried about the internet where the cable companies are worried. No, the cable companies, the Bright Houses of the world, because they have content also.
That's right.
That scares the internet scares the heck out of them, and they want to do everything they can do not to have that happen. But for us, it's awesome. So, bottom line is, if you are, checking out, a new system out here, well, bottom line is that maybe you want to check out Dish.
Yeah. Hey, with all the bad news about solar,
yes,
if you will, because of the the news scandal that we've got, Solargate, or whatever they want.
Give me a break.
Yeah, absolutely. But when we were taking a look at the weakness inside the Qs, we're looking at First Solar. So it's still, what is amazing is, when you start, the cost of energy is still expensive.
Oh yeah, big time.
I don't care if we're only paying $3.80 for a gallon or whatever.
Yes.
It's still up there.
Oh yeah.
But yet you look at where these solar stocks are.
Right.
All the way back, well below March of 2009.
Yes.
In fact, First Solar's coming back to the 11/14/08 week, if you will, right down to the bottom right there.
Oh, it's huge, man. Oh my God, that's a destruction. Look at that.
Oh yeah, big destruction.
I just brought this back to 2007. Oh my God.
When you take a look at stocks like this, you realize how few shareholders are actually in the money.
Right. This is sick.
I mean, you got to go back to 2007 before anybody's in the money on this thing.
Yeah.
That's
pretty intense.
It is.
And
absolutely.
And what happens here, folks? Okay, this is pretty sick.
And those highs never have. There's no reason for it to ever have to get back up to those highs.
No, there isn't.
None.
Went over the high, had light of volume.
300.
And if you want to see something, folks, you over the high, light of volume, and you come off the highs with volume. When you come off the highs with volume, man, it's just screaming that you get big problems out here. So on a quarterly basis, look at that, man. That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy that, folks, I'm telling you, you don't know when it happens, but I do know, and I can show you, this is almost on a 100% basis. You go over highs with light of volume, man. It has to pull back. You don't know how much it's going to pull back.
Right.
What I have seen, though, is that if you get volume off highs, then that's all over. I mean, General Motors, folks, you won't be able to get this chart anymore, but General Motors came off the high at $96 and went bankrupt. I mean, is that over the top or what? It's just absolutely insane. This market's, it's a trader's paradise out here, folks. Let me tell you something, man.
Yeah, and the key is, the Q is going to hold us up. Is technology going to hold us up, or is it going to give it up here?
Hey,
because right now it's right now.
We haven't announced. Hey, listen, what we haven't announced, folks. Steve Rhodes, okay, he's going to be doing a live workshop. Okay, if you happen to be in the Tampa area and the Orlando area and Fort Lauderdale, come on over. We're going to bring this workshop up. It's going to be October 1st, and folks, it's free. Okay, it's going to be 3 hours.
Absolutely, that's right.
And when we come back, we'll have Steve talk about it.
If you're in the market for a jumbo preferred non-conforming loan anywhere from $417,000 all the way up to $3 million, and you have a FICO of at least 720, then EverBank is your answer. As a direct lender with processing, underwriting, and funding all under one roof, EverBank can offer the most competitive rates, greater efficiency, and shorter closing times. Now is the time to act. Everbank offers fixed terms of 10 and 15 years, as well as adjustable terms of 5, 7, and 10 years, including interest-only options on primary residences. For more information, call Everbank today at 877-471-5970 to talk with a member of their concierge team that will walk you through the variety of loans they offer. That's 877-471-5970, and let them know you heard this offer on TFNN. Everbank, 877-471-5970, 877-471-5970.
Are you looking for some extra cash to help pay off some of your bills? Let Tiger Metal Exchange convert your unwanted jewelry to cash. We pay out 80% of the market price for gold. Our payouts are the highest in the industry, more than double our largest competitors. And we've created the safest, easiest, and most straightforward process for converting your jewelry to cash. Log on to TigerMetalExchange.com and get your free scale, your free eye loop, and get the cash you deserve now. We provide a free online calculator that converts your jewelry to cash at up-to-the-minute spot prices. We insure your items for up to $75,000 per shipment free of charge. We videotape the entire valuation process so that you can view it online. You can call us toll-free at 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. Let Tiger Metal Exchange put more cash in your pocket without ever leaving the comfort of your home. Join the list of thousands of satisfied customers and go to TigerMetalExchange.com. It's the only click you need to make.
Would you like to discover the next great tech stock? David White, TFNN's technology guru, has just launched his new newsletter, The Technology Insider. In his newsletter, David will be looking for those shining stars that may turn into the next Apple, Microsoft, or Cisco. David combines his technology background as a software programmer with his market skills as a successful professional trader to give you this unique newsletter. We're on the verge of the next great tech run. With the Technology Insider, you'll be in front of the run-up and not lagging behind. David is developing a long-term investment portfolio, therefore we're only offering the Technology Insider as an annual subscription with a remarkable price of only $395. That's right, for a little over $1 a day, you'll receive the fundamental technology wisdom and technical trading skills of the Technology Insider David White. What are you waiting for? Go to the front of TFNN.com, click on the link on the front page, sign up for your 2-week free trial, and become a Technology Insider today. Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin's Burnstone mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the 4th quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York stock exchanges under the symbol GBG.
Hi folks, this is Tom O'Brien. My new book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, is for sale at Amazon.com for only $18.40.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow right now down 2, Nasdaq off 1, S&Ps are off $2. And the only thing that hasn't gone red yet is the NDX 100, and give it about another 30 seconds, and it's going to be red. Now, folks, we want you to save a date. That date happens to be October 1st. If you're in Florida, our man Steve Rhodes is going to do a 3-hour workshop, and that workshop, folks, is free. That's going to be at the Tampa Hyatt.
Which is right out near the airport. So if you want to fly in for it,
absolutely,
you can fly in for it.
You can fly in for it. Now, we don't have it up on the site yet, but it will be up on the site this afternoon, folks.
Yeah, we're going to try to get an email out later on tonight or over the weekend or something.
So what are you going to be doing?
It's really when I take a look at it, so much of our focus has really been on charts and systems and patterns.
Okay.
But when we really step back, and I've got 21 years of experience in going back and taking a look at self-development, if you will.
Okay.
And helping you to overcome the different hurdles that you've got, basically the barriers that we put in front of ourselves that don't allow us to break through, to become the person that it is that we want to be. And so, I've spent thousands of dollars, forget about the dollars, just the amount of time. And really what I want to be able to do is I want to be able to help people. And so I talk about those 10,000 hours, and I'm going to compile all this 21 years worth of information, as much as I possibly can, into a 3-hour workshop. So it's about being able to, it's about being able to really, help people. Look, I know that people can attain financial freedom. It's just a matter of focus and spending some time and some steps to go through it. And so we're going to do it face to face because, you can't really do it in a setting like this. You can't do it, even on a webinar standpoint. It's got to be done face to face. We'll take some of the best exercises and we're going to limit the attendance, so that, and you and I, we like to contribute. We always want to contribute to others.
I can't wait. So I can't wait myself. Period.
Yeah. So it's really going to be, people would pay literally tens of thousands of dollars to go to events like I have done, in order to be able to get this information. So I'm going to compress that down and take the best of it, still tell a few stories, but basically help people define the wealth, stop making it a moving target, and help them actually put an actionable plan in place to start achieving it.
So, folks, save that date. It's going to be October 1st. It's going to go from 8:30 to about 11:30, 12 o'clock. It's going to be the Tampa Hyatt. We know the bottom line is we will be over at 12 because Florida's playing that day. We want to college football.
That's right.
But bottom line is that that will be up on the site this afternoon. It is free.
It's not free from the standpoint you got to invest your time.
Yeah.
So the question is are people going to push themselves over the edge and invest their time to take a look at something that will blow their mind away?
That's a beautiful thing, man.
Absolutely.
And, coming up today, folks, you stay right there because we got Basil Chapman coming up next from Newton. Then Nico DeHaan is going to take care of your health because, the bottom line, folks, is that, we can make money day and night. But you know what? If you're not healthy, you're not going to enjoy it. And health is important beyond belief.
Big time.
And then we're going to come back with David White. And I'm going to be coming back this afternoon. Now, this afternoon, folks, I'm trying to talk my wife into coming on with me for the last 30 minutes.
Cool.
And she gave me a maybe. So I got a couple lassos.
I saw her downstairs. She was looking all pretty.
I got a couple lassos.
She was looking all pretty. I think she's telling you maybe, but I think maybe she's thinking, I'm going to do it.
We'll see.
Cool.
So the bottom line is that you stay tuned. We'll see. And folks, she still always be on with me, but what ends up happening is that when she moved to Morgan Stanley, there's all different rules. We're not going to talk markets. We're going to talk just life. That's what we're going to talk about.
Okay, that's cool.
So hopefully...
hey, life is what it's all about, man.
It is. It absolutely is. There's no doubt about it. You know what I mean?
It's been a great week.
Oh, big time.
Our time just goes by so fast. So fast.
I love this. I love the show, period.
Yeah.
Listen, folks, thanks for being here. And if you do enjoy it, please tell 3 people. You're doing a great job out there, and we really do appreciate it. You stay right there, folks. Basil Chapman's coming back. We get the market right across the board.
We'll see ya. Have a great weekend, folks.